The quality this week is selfless. Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? I mean, this one can really sting you until you do it. You see, every human being has 3 ages. You have a spiritual age. When you become spiritual, I don't know when that is or what it is based on your religion, but there's a time that you become spiritual, and it may not happen during your lifetime, but there's a time. The second age you have is the chronological age. My chronological age, I've been alive 71 years. That's my chronological age. When somebody asks you how old you are, you give them your chronological age. The third age is your mental age. Now, the mental age is defined. It's real simple now. Pay real close attention. Your willingness to give up a short-term pleasure in order to reach a long-term goal. I'm not going to eat ice cream today. Short-term pleasure. So that I can weigh 220 pounds when I'm through taping the curriculum. I'm not going to that movie tonight because I'm going to work out so I can make the team. There was a commercial for years, and it said, they were talking to these athletes, and they said, "Hey, did you go to that concert?" And they said, "No." "Well, did you see that really good movie, that new movie that was out?" "No." "Well, did you go to this big event they had down at the theater?" "No." "What were you doing?" "Preparing for the Olympics." They sacrifice a short-term pleasure for that long-range goal. That determines your mental age. If you go to a psychiatrist, the first thing they're going to determine is your mental age. All the years that I coached, and I cannot tell you how many times I'd say, "You boys got to get ready." "We're not boys. We're men." And I said, "No. You're chronologically 16 years old. But there are some of you that mentally are about 5 years old. By your language, by your actions, by the way you treat other people, mentally, you're a midget." Oh, that just kills them. Your mental age. You know, I coached for all those years, and people always ask you, they say, "Who was your favorite player?" And most coaches, and I'm going to say almost all coaches, "Well, I never had a favorite player. They were all great, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, I'm not arguing with them. I'm just saying I had one. I had a kid that was my favorite player. His name was Ryan Hinch. Ryan Hinch played quarterback in the 7th grade and in the 8th grade. And was pretty good. And he played quarterback in the 9th grade. And he was pretty good. And going into his 10th grade year, I really felt like he could be a really good center. And we had a great football team that year, and the only thing we were really lacking was a center. And so I called Ryan in, because you got to realize he's going from the most adulated position on the team. I mean, the most decorated, the glorious, to nondescript. He's going from everybody knows your name to nobody knows your name. And before I did it, I called him in and I said, "Now, Ryan," I'm going to move you to center because I think you can be a great center. But I'm not going to do it if you don't feel like you can do it and make a commitment to being good. And he said, you know what, Coach? I don't think it's my job to fix positions. I think my job is to do the best I can at whatever position you put me. And I looked at him and I thought, now there's a 15-year-old man. That's not a 15-year-old boy. You're talking about a mental age? Unbelievable. Ryan Hinch played 16 football games on a state championship football team, started all 16 games, was an all-district football player as a sophomore. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Ryan Hinch was 5'10", 165 pounds. There wasn't any physical reason, but Ryan Hinch was a full-grown man mentally his sophomore year in high school. And I've had guys in college, I'm a running back. Well, we think you'd really be good at lineman. No, I'm a running back. And they end up playing third team running back, never getting on the field, and they could have been a linebacker, a starting linebacker. Mental age. If you want to determine where you are in the quality of selfless, determine your mental age. Can you give up a short-term pleasure in order to reach a long-term goal? If you can, you have developed the quality of selflessness. If it's all about you and you're really selfish, mentally, you're just a child. And until you move that mental age up, you're never going to develop the quality of selflessness and be the best you that you can be.